Oh, good evening. Sounds a bit behind, but so well. Welcome to those who will join in, and those who will listen later. To each their own. Tonight I will be continuing on some kawaii stuff. More or less, you know, hopefully finishing up the Jigglypuff so we can stop puffing the Jiggly or something. And I'll just see who's going to pop by today. It's been a bit of a busy weekend. Nice weekend, but it was extremely busy. That's okay. Touching up some small details. Adding a bit more color where necessary. And I'm trying to figure out whether I want to put some black on the background or not. Hello, Red. Welcome. I have been informed that you have been doing your fair share of bike rides the past weeks. Extra kilometers with our dearest sister. Good evening and welcome. I'm touching up some details which I'm going to color up a bit later. I was just talking to Red about as to how he has been doing some extra miles on a motorcycle the past weeks, helping my sister get her motorcycle serviced and stuff. So yes, on motorcycle related news, Peanut is going for his driver's license for the car, and he knows that if I study with him, you know, he does better, so he asked whether I wanted to retake the theoretical exam, and I went like, yeah, I'm not doing that one for nothing. So I might go for a motorcycle again. So yay! Because why not? If you're going to have a midlife crisis, make an effort. The Fitbit is a bit of a cunt. The Fitbit needs to behave or will, you know, sabotage it. Now I need some fun today. I've been out a couple of days this week with my back, so it's not that fun. But I know that your week has been horrible as well. So feel free to rant away, or not. You love your... I got annoyed by my Fitbit. At a specific moment, I was cutting the grass in the garden, and it started registering me as, you know, riding a bike and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going that fast. I had, you know, nothing but issues with that thing. I know several people who are completely lyrical about them and it works for them, but I never managed to get it to work for me. Bring the goblin with you if that's an option. Or does she get like overtired and then, you know, you're dealing with like an overtired goblin? That's also not nice. Alright, I'm going to detail out the Jigglypuff a bit more. This is a bit too thick. Any weird noises are completely mine. Yeah. Then, you know, the terrible twos, it's a thing. Hey, Mario. The terrible twos is a thing, and you know, it lasts up until they're 18. No, I agree. Consequences are important to learn from an early age. That's how you avoid brats as an adult, in my opinion. Even though sometimes you feel like the worst parent ever for doing stuff like that. Yeah, but terrible twos, it starts at, you know, around 2. And then, you know, it's twos, because it lasts 2 years. I think that is an issue that I see unfortunately all too often, is that people try to be friends with their children and not a parent, and you're doing good. It feels like shit and that's horrible, and you know, but you know, you're doing good. The fact that she's in a room singing means that, you know, she still, you know, has energy to be, you know, a goblin. Now, when my sister was 6 or so, she got the diagnosis ADHD, and back in the 80s that was a big deal, but not much support for it. So my parents let her rage off in the park every evening. Oh, she needed it. She's 4 years younger than me, she still needs it. All those things that you feel horrible about now, or like in 10 years or so, you will start to see like, huh, you know what? I did good. But it's kind of funny, she's a genuine little chatterbox. My children at that age just scared our house guests when they were staying over. Like, you know, they would, you know, our eldest is autistic, so everything that was new was exciting and, you know, weird and needed to be expected from up close. So at a specific point, the Peanut's godfather was standing, sleeping over at us, and Monster came out of bed and was just like an episode of Children of the Corn, just standing next to the bed staring at, you know, at our friend, who just, you know, pulled his blanket up higher and went like, I'm feeling a bit Yeah, I remember that phase. That was the thing that's so weird, because normally children have like this phase where they're afraid of no one and every person is a good person, like love me. And then you get into the I hate strangers phase of things, because children are weird. And then a person who they had seen, you know, 20,000 times before, but maybe not so much in like the past 2 months, was all of a sudden no longer okay. It's like, right. It's because you have the cool tattoos. If I'm not mistaken, Colin has, you know, titties on his arm. That's not a thing to have. Come on. Oh, I I am a bit sunburned, so I'm a bit uncomfortable in my clothes because we went to Pride yesterday, which was fun. And a friend who walked with us, and my back's still a bit upset as well. And I put on sunscreen, but not enough, so my neck is looking like a fucking barbecued lobster. Because with, you know, my genetics, I only have like 2 colors, milk bottle and... Ooh, she has good tasting music. Or at least in mascots. Just making sure everything is colored in now. And when everything is colored in, I can start looking at working things up. Pride was fun. It was a whole bunch of free condoms and stickers and shit. Nah. I went there to say hi to a friend who was joining, and it's also important to stand up against homophobia because, my god, it's horrible these days. Yeah, but it's kind of funny though, because we were talking about the Teletubbies before, about, you know, how that sun in the Teletubbies is scary. And then we were talking about, you know, yeah, but you know, what happens if that, you know, the sun gets angry? And I went like, yeah, you know that level in Super Mario where the sun chases you? Yeah. You introduced me to Hey Dougie, and I was stuck with the Sticky Stick song for a week. Thank you for that one. You just kill it with a shell. I did not have shells with me yesterday. Who goes to a pride parade with a fucking turtle shell? Red, you should know better. Nah, but there was also lots of... it was noticeable this year that there was a way stronger police presence around. And things like, you know, that I won't have paid attention to otherwise, but rubbish bins, garbage bins were removed everywhere. They were way less than usual, and that's usually something they do when they're fearing, like, you know, funny exploding shizzle and stuff. So it was lots of people, and it was yes, alas, I do not have my favorite toy as a turtle, so I am lacking horribly in that department. I will make amends and improve myself. I especially bought, like, you know, this is the silly bit, bought like a spray bottle, one of those, you know, things for with sunscreen, the children's edition, because it's milder and it's SPF 50 and it's a good brand, and I used it. But my neck kind of has this color here. That is good because, oh my god, you guys really... You kind of had it with all these stupid, you know, instigators from abroad, you know, pouring oil on the fire. Yeah, you mentioned that one. Part of me was, you know, like, I'm not for the destruction of public property, but on the other hand, it would be nice to just go, like, oh my god, I can't go to work, it burnt down, how sad, kind of, no? That's kind of a dream we all secretly have. You know, I've been working on, like, god damn it, the building's still standing. But it's nice that, you know, it at least seems to have I hope it's dying out, because I have seen horror stories coming from. That is kind of sad. Talking about instigators from abroad, I read an article and I just laughed so hard. I think we all know who Andrew Tate is. If not, Google him. Not worthy of your time, but you know, major douchebag. And you know, he posted a photo of himself in a Speedo. And apparently his package wasn't bulging enough, because, well, you know, let's be honest, he does give small dick energy, but his package wasn't bulging enough. So now conspiracy theorists looked at that photo and went like, oh my god, it's a trans man. So they're really just finding evidence that, you know, Andrew Tate was born as a woman. And I laughed. I'm happy with my work not burning down for the moment, because they have good airco and it's fucking warm here. No, he did not Photoshop his ding dong. The photo is him just sitting in a Speedo, nothing more. It was attached to the article. I wish I hadn't seen it. And yes, people were not impressed by the lack of package. Well, if you do the alpha talk, you must have the alpha dong as well, and apparently his dong was definitely omega, or whatever it's the young ones call it these days. But it's, you know, it's difficult not to laugh when you see shit like that pass. Come on. Go like, oh, how the tables have turned. And in an ideal world, you hope that it will bring some sympathy to people who are. But I doubt it. If you haven't encountered her yet, there is this content creator, she's called Stanley Potenza. Yeah, he looks like the product of, you know, if Gollum married his cousin and they had children. No? Yes, go redeem what you want to read. Use up all your redeemed. Kind of forgot what I was about to say. The redeems distracted me. No. But yeah, it's an as a Tolkien fan, it's an insult to Tolkien. I mean, you know, and Gollum deserves better, but it's one of the best analogies there is. How people can go like, you know, he's peak male, just makes me go like, what? If you think that someone is peak male, I just go like, please remove yourself from, like, you know, the evolutionary gene pool. And this is, you know, the weird thing as well. But you know, whatever I have seen from his content, and unfortunately I have seen a fair share of it, simply because I have friends who just go like, you know, hi, my son's watching this shit, what am I supposed to do? I have not decided on an eye color for the Gengar suit yet. I just put a wee bit of grey in it for, you know, having a base tone there. You can go for either completely black, because or like for something a paler tone, but I'm not certain yet. Let's draaien a bit. And I'm also pondering whether I should put a black background outline thing around it or not, but I'm not certain yet. Because confusion is my middle name these days. It is a bit too warped, I think. I think if I would put any kind of black or something around, or maybe a dark grey, that, you know, the colors of the image in the front will pop. But any suggestions for the eye colors or eye color is welcome. Let me just see what I can make pop out a bit more. I'm waiting with the eye color because I can. I'm just going to darken a bit where I can and feel like it needs it. Because now I can start working up. Yeah, I thought so. I have, maybe, because it's a bit, and it's a suit, so you can't really go for the correct color, because it's a suit, it's always a bit off. I have a very, okay, this one comes out very pale, but this is a fuchsia. Kinda, if you look at up on the screen, it says Bragi's brush. The purple tone, purple pinkish tone you have, hold a sec, I'll point at it if it's visible. Here, there, it's kind of one. Yeah, I don't really like with yellow eyes. I don't know why. It just feels, I don't know. But it's up to you. You know, if you decide to go like, you know, I like yellow eyes anyway, you know, it's not an issue to do it. It's just not my personal preference. There is nothing wrong with them. I've also seen a couple where it's where they were black, but I think that's a lazy and easy way out, so we shall not be doing that one. Ah yes, that would be, I'll get back to you those ones, because I'm trying to figure out what to do after this one. Because I also have a commission of another painting I need to do. We're still open for Spongo commissions, by the way. We have already gotten a couple of commissions in with just discount, which is nice, don't get me wrong. But feel free to make commercial for the Spongo ones, just the simple character ones, on both paper or digital. And if someone wants to commission the eel, that would be nice, because I've already written a small story about that one. Because we need to have a story about eels. And feel free to make commercials for that one. Yes, I need to be better at plugging myself and stuff. But when this one is finished, I might see whether I can set up for streaming while I'm painting on the canvas. That's going to be a bit of a challenge, but an interesting one. This looks a bit better. Time to hydrate, people. Also, I will show to the people in the stream who haven't seen it yet the most awesome t-shirt I wore yesterday to Pride, because it's kinda... Ta-da! It has rainbows, it has Shira, it made old white men cringe, it had everything. I think green would work nicely for the eyes because we already have green in the around the Gengar, and green balances out quite nicely with purple, and it gives a nice Halloweeny vibe as well. So that might work. But I need to let the grey dry first because otherwise it's too. I'm also going to wear it to work, the shirt, by the way, because I'm quite certain it will make colleagues' eyes roll. I'm also like, let's be honest, I work in IT, I have colleagues who come with way worse stuff to the office. Like, way worse. So, yeah. It's not my Cradle of Filth t-shirt or anything else. So yes. I'm gonna pink him up a bit more. And then I'm thinking a nice vibrant green for the eyes. I will see what that one gives. If we don't like it, then I can always darken them. And if it really doesn't work, I'll just paint them white and we go over it with another color. Turquoise might, well, yeah, a nice turquoise might work as well because you have that perfect mix between green and blue. Sorry, Jigglypuff needs to be more jiggly pink. So I'll blend that one out in a couple. But I have to say, it's fun doing these ones when you actually can interact with people who have commissioned the piece and, can get feedback and whatnot. It makes it fun. I hope for more parties than just me. I tend to always want to just share progress with, my customers anyway. But it is kind of a bit sad when you sometimes get customers who are like, yeah, just continue. And I'm like, but I asked you which color it should be, or you wanted a portrait of your wife with one of the pets at her feet. Yes, he asked which pet, and you went like, yeah, continue. It's a bit sad. Now, this is a fun little color theory thing. This is very, very pink. This is like, almost this t-shirt level pink. It looks unrealistically pink. If you color someone's face in this pink, people will just go like, what are you doing? Add green underneath and you get flesh tones that will make ribbons blush. It's funny. Weird fact of the day. So yeah, we're having one of David's oldest friends still staying with us for a while. Well, he's staying at another friend of us for a week now, and he's been alternating Belgium a bit. And so we were joking that we were dropping off our plus baby and that he needed to behave and stuff, and we fed him and kind of thing. And I have no idea whether David ever told that story, but it's kind of funny. They've known each other since they were both 10 years old. It's hard to imagine that he was ever. Color theory is useful for lots of things, outfits and whatnot, and But yeah, anyway, they knew each other since they were like 10 years old. You go like, oh my god, so cute. And David has an uncle who's like 10 years older than he is. So when David grew up, you know, he was quite close with his uncle. And every time he mentioned Nisa, you know, the uncle was like, yeah, good. And like, you know, when they're like 17 or something, that just happens to be some kind of event. I think it's like when they graduated high school, where Nisa was present, and so was David's uncle. And David's uncle just went like, oh my god, you're real. Because he didn't believe that, you know, he was a real friend. So that, you know, he thought that David, up until the age of 16, 17, had an imaginary friend called Nisa. Which is so funny. Also because Nisa is quite short, and Nisa literally means little gnome in Swedish. It's a shortening of his name. So it's kind of funny. Alright, let's see whether I can darken him up a bit. It becomes a bit silly. Right, this is a bit better. It doesn't need to be so violent pink like it is now, but it's just a bit more filled out, which is good. So yes. We took our Swedish house guest to Antwerp Pride yesterday. I went for pints and stuff afterwards. Nothing is funny going to a Belgian Pride and them playing ABBA like mad. And we just go like, see, it's for you because you know you're here. And they all know you like ABBA, being the metalhead. Yeah, it's, you know, it's easy to have, it's difficult to not have, you know, fun when you go to a pride parade. Alright, it's more pink. It's more pink. We said green. I think I'm gonna go for a very nice vibrant green. Let's see what that one gives. Not really gonna be that visible. On here. But I'll send a little photo. To show what I did with the eyes, because I didn't make them all green, I just left a bit of a yeah, man. David might join. later, but he's letting the doggos run. Right, let's just take a photo. That looks. So I can send it on. It's a bit easier than trying to lift it and show things on a small screen. Hey, pink, pink, yes, pink. Ah, you want to do it like that? That's also an option. Now I need to look up. Now I'm confused a bit because now I'm like, yeah. He is pinkish eyes. That is true. I have a completely different reference image in front of me. Oh, yes, he does. He has like a black little pupil. But one of the reasons why I didn't do that one is to make sure that he's not, that it looks really like a suit and not like, Gengar eating Pikachu, Jigglypuff. But nothing is, worrisome or wasted, I can... I can adjust wherever necessary. That's completely okay. I will leave it up to you to ponder how you want the colors of the eye. I can also do the following. When it's dried, I can take some photos and just in like any editing program like Procreate or something, give you some variations, and then you just pick the one that you like, because that's literally gonna take me like 10 minutes to set up. But then I can play around with the color schemes, color combinations that you wanted. And if you think, well, like, yeah, I don't like the green, or then I can just white it out, reline it, and it's gonna be fine. Because then you get to see exactly why you're... Whew, warm. And it's really not a hassle to do. Might be something to do for tomorrow because I'm kind of melting. And then I can actually also see what it would like if I would like put like a take your glasses, put like a black outline around it, because I think that will make the colors just pop. I don't think, I'm quite certain of it, but I just want to see it for my own mental sanity, what little I have left of it. Come on, Jigglypuff, dry, you bugger, dry. Despite it being quite warm here, it's annoyingly high humidity, so You would expect paper to dry fast, but it doesn't. Ah. So yeah, I think, you know, the majority of these for the rest will be finished off stream, because it's not going to be that interesting to play around with background and whatnot. Once I have, you know, worked things up further. So, need to figure out my next subject. And I'm gonna stand up a bit because my back is my age. So I need to figure out my next subject, and I would like to do something that goes over several weeks as well, so that it's, you know, more fun. I could do, for instance, because I had promised for Keen that I was gonna tackle that one, lip balm, or chapstick as some people call it. Do a watercolor portrait of the other goblin. Then it's going to be a goblin themed stream. Or if there is some Jeff commissions coming in, some Spongle commissions, I might do those ones. If they're in my name, I don't know yet. The world is my oyster. Or mollusk of choice. Oh, this one needs to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Here's some cursing. I already hurt my back this week, and this morning at the shelter was a teeny bit intense, where I had to wrestle spicy kittens to give them subcutaneous fluids and medication, and to be on the receiving end of a spicy kitten is, you know, not good if you already have back pains, because I made really wrong moves. But oh, Jesus. Need to dry things and line a bit out, because that pink one really contains lots of titanium white, it seems. I just need to figure that out. Yeah, it's the age. No, I'm not supposed to say that one, but I went to the doctors and to get a sick note, because I went like, yeah, dude, I barely slept, I can't sleep. And he went like, yeah, you need to go to the physiotherapist, which I need to set up time next week. It is a mighty quest to find the toys. Yeah, it was a bit, I was like, yeah, with my age, and he went like, yeah, you're not that bad, and he just looks at my thing and he goes like, yeah, okay, maybe age as well. Also, lost presents my mom gave me. She could have done without that one. Yeah, he was supposed to say, oh my god, but you're so young, just like a spring chicken. And he just went like, yeah, no. So yeah, I need to set up times at the it's not a chiropractor, because a chiropractor is one of those quacks that, you know, realigns your bones. This one is like a physiotherapist, I think is the proper term. He's good. He knows me. We're on first name base. That says quite a lot. Me too. Give up this entire work malarkey and just do art or other creative things that, you know. And I was about to say, you know, or I can find me a rich sugar daddy, but alas, D is not delivering, for shame. I'm the sugar mommy in the relationship, so you know, I've set a standard, which is thank God we're not that, you know. But sometimes, you know, I like my colleagues, I like my work, but one of the reasons why I fell out was because we were having so much stress because some idiots were, you know, supposed to deliver a project. It got delivered in pieces and in shambles, and we actually managed to deliver things 2 weeks in advance when the requirements weren't clear and when they were constantly changing what they wanted and whatnot. So it was just oh my God, Splenda Daddy is awesome. Yes. I might here do something with that term. That one is hilarious. I write it down on my little page of fun shit. Awesome. Thank you. I needed that laugh. Nah, but the project kinda let, you know, we delivered and I went like, oh, finally I can do other stuff. And because I did the horrible mistake of relaxing. Yeah, I can't really claim to be, you know, rich enough to support the full lifestyle of you know, the husband known as artist, but you know, we made you. We're getting there. Ah yes, I was doing something else. Brain not braining. Sorry. It's really one of those it's too warm moments. Also, since I'm really tired from yesterday. We went out for a couple of pints afterwards, and nothing is more funny than Colin is good with words though. Splenda Daddy, only 1 calorie or something. I am seeing what else there is to do. Nah, you shouldn't. When you get handed these nuggets of, you know, Fitzgerald wisdom, hang on to them. There's like this little reel doing the rounds called Too Fat to Strip, Too Old to Do OnlyFans. Guess I'm stuck at work. Aww. Ah shit, so we need to get a new one. Those things are not super expensive, but they're also not cheap. We just had one in the right length. Oh fucking hell. we're training Scotty to do proper fetch, which is technically something a beagle doesn't do, but okay. Yes. Because teenage boys, I would say. We're gonna be completely honest. Yeah, we kinda run there every evening. Well, the dogs. Seriously. Also, you know, we kind of know the people who are responsible for that little dog park because it's the dog school where I trained Grim. I hate people. So I like dogs and cats and snakes and ferrets. Most animals, to be quite honest. I'm just currently darkening up some. Darkening a bit of things that I want more purple. So yes, purple. A color that was traditionally made from the purpureus snail, like a snail found in the Mediterranean Sea, and got boiled, and you know, then it got whatever slug juices you had to, I think, oxidize or ferment or some shit. It smelled disgusting, and then you got like this bright purple dye, which is was very expensive in Roman times, which is why only emperors were allowed to wear it. And since, you know, one of the reasons why purple is one of my favorite colors is because, you know, it's imperial. It's nothing trumps imperial. Good luck with the pencil picking. So only consuls were allowed to wear, or emperors later on were allowed to wear purple. And yes, you need to finish your crabby. I want to see the crabby. Finish it. Only emperors were allowed to wear purple because it was such an expensive thing to make. Logical. And I think Nero's horse or Caligula's horse also got purple. Had a golden stable and shit. Dude loved this horse. So he decided, like, let's make everything for my horse in the most expensive color I can find because she's worth it. Roman emperors. What a joy. This was your, you know, daily reminder of thinking about the Roman Empire. Literally, because, you know, I usually think about the Republic and not the Empire. chisel. So I might come autumn do painting on my easel and see how I can set things up there. I think up until, you know, the Spongle month is over and before Kavayuvin, yeah, I need to look into setting things up because I want to have a good holder, you know, stative thingy for my laptop. Also, I got fake nails today from a friend. I had painted her dogs, and I went like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a set of your nails because, you know, they're fun to have fake nails because I can't have proper nails because number one, I play guitar, and number two, I do so much art, my nails constantly look like this. But sometimes for a party, it's nice to have something, you know. So she made me a set which looks nice, and I'm gonna get a second set which is just so tacky and gaudy that it's fun. I think it was fluorescent orange with kittens on it. Because it's just that bad that it becomes good. Talking about random shit because my brain be randoming. Yes, I think it's starting to come together. Quite nicely. Just need to figure out the eyes, so I'm going to be sending stuff out for that one. And I'm going to be playing around with the background and see whether it actually makes a difference to put a black background, and then trim the paper because here is a line and down here is a line for the A4. So yes, I think he should have a bit more of red in his mouth. But the issue with that one is if I put red in there, it looks like the lining runs through, and I don't want that one. Yeah, because it's quite a lot of upkeep. So, you know, reusable nails, like, you know, the ones I had at the wedding, but a nicer set. I'll share some photos. They're like, you know, smoky grey, cat eye metallic one. So it's, you know, simple set, but it looks nice. But yeah, upkeep of that one is insane. I have mad respect for women who have the time and the energy for that stuff. I don't. Also, you know, you feel at the same time so helpless, yet so powerful when you have nails like that. You almost feel like, you know, come at me, bro. Because you can really, you know, scratch someone badly. But at the same time, you just go like, I don't want to break these babies. They're nice. So yeah. Also, I'm not the only part, and I can't play guitar with those ones. On my strum hand, maybe. Yeah. I did the error of, you know, the stickers thingies that I had with me, they weren't any good, but I had brought nail glue as well, which works as well, and I think my nails are only now starting to recover from the horror I put them through. So yes. Hi, welcome to Kawaii Streams and Nail Tips. Join for more. I'll invite Pino one of these days so we can have an entire stream about, you know, the art of nails. No, but you know, to be quite honest, you know, some mad skills involved with, you know, nail tags. I'm like, I don't have the patience for that one. Not everything is practical, and sometimes I see nails and go like, why? Nah. That's why I have the sticky pads now as well, but the idea is to not, you know, they're just gonna be there for like, you know, oh my god, going out for a nice dinner or going out for a, you know, a shorter thing like a wedding reception in the evening or something like that. Alright, it's 9:05 here. I'm going to blend this last bit out a bit so there's a bit more shade on the haunter. I want to say ghastly because I'm looking at them. And then I think I will be finishing this one up off stream because there isn't really that much more left to do with beyond giving the feedback to the lovely person who commissioned it. So final bits will be shared. Streams are available on YouTube for those who want to relive the mad lad moments of us creating this one. Because it does become a bit of a community effort as well. Because I on occasion ask for advice and I get good advice. So thank you, all of you. It also makes it fun. It makes it a bit, you know, hanging out with friends and fans, and but more of a not productive way, but you know, social way. So yes. I think just darkening a bit to get a bit more details up. Not really visible on stream, but I will see. Thank you. They were fun to play around with. It was a bit different, but I used one of those ones for the kawaii stream image I made. I think I shared that one with you as well. If not, I'll share it with you now. I think I did. Now I need to go find it again. This one. Ah, yes, okay, fine. You have it again. Sorry. That's an interesting tip. I need to see whether I can actually keep those on somewhere available, because I didn't think about that one. No, but that's a good tip. Thank you. I'll see what I can do with that one, because it might be smart to actually have the have the text available as well, indeed, because otherwise it just looks like I'm, you know, talking to 3 or 4 of my multiple personalities. So no. But yes, I am going to round up because I was not going to do these ones longer than an hour, and I'm starting to slur, which is a sign that I need to get more hydration. Yes, he's the restream daddy. And I will be seeing you next week. Feel free to drop suggestions for the next bit. I have a couple already. And you know, have fun, stay hydrated, because it's gonna be fucking hell everywhere, fucking hot everywhere, so please be and I will be sending, you know, some you know, digitally enhanced versions of this one, and see where we take it from there. Have a good one. Bye.